For many women, menopause brings physical changes we expect, but sudden hair thinning is different. It represents a profound loss of identity, a change that often feels much heavier than the typical markers of the transition. The statistics reflect a widespread reality. Up to 52% of postmenopausal women experience noticeable hair thinning and a distinct loss of overall density. This is the result of an internal biological shift. As menopause alters your physiology, it removes the natural protections your scalp has relied on for decades, demanding a targeted response that addresses these changes at the cellular level. Estrogen acts as a shield for hair follicles. As levels drop, this barrier vanishes. Simultaneously, a spike of DHT binds to follicle receptors. This accumulation physically miniaturizes the follicle, constricting the root and shortening the growth phase, resulting in a fragile, visibly thinner hair shaft. Complicating this further, cellular oxidative stress and internal inflammation disrupt the supply lines to the scalp, effectively starving the roots of the nutrients they need to function. Because the follicle is structurally compromised from the inside, surface-level treatments fail to produce results. The root is under hormonal attack and requires targeted cellular intervention to recover. Reversing this miniaturization requires rebuilding the follicle's foundation with the specific raw materials the body now lacks. Biotin is essential here to reinforce the keratin infrastructure of the hair shaft, while zinc triggers the cellular repair necessary for follicle health. Adding marine collagen helps restore the structural strength of the shaft, while omega-3 fatty acids work to reduce the internal scalp inflammation that prevents new growth. Without these specific internal compounds, even a stimulated follicle cannot physically manufacture a thick, resilient strand of hair. The growth process must be supported from the inside out. Nutrients alone are only half the solution. You also need a defense against the hormonal trigger. Clinical research points to Saw Palmetto extract as a primary botanical intervention. Saw Palmetto works by inhibiting 5-alpha reductase, the enzyme that converts hormones into destructive DHT. Data shows this block creates a 30 to 40% reduction in DHT at the follicle, allowing the root to return to a healthy size. This drop in DHT levels leads to a decrease in daily shedding and allows for significantly better hair retention over time. Neutralizing the root hormonal trigger stops the constant attack on the follicle, creating the conditions necessary for a healthy growth cycle to restart. Once the follicle is protected, topical stimulation can speed the recovery process. Concentrated rosemary oil is particularly effective for this. Rosemary oil promotes scalp microcirculation with an efficacy comparable to pharmaceutical minoxidil, increasing blood flow without the scalp irritation often associated with synthetic chemicals. Ginseng provides a secondary boost. Its active compounds, called ginsenosides, trigger specific cellular growth factors that help keep the hair in its active growth phase for a longer duration. This improved circulation creates a direct path to the root, delivering internal nutrients and oxygen to the follicle to support sustained growth. These biological mechanisms work best as part of a stacked daily routine designed to physically alter the environment of the scalp. Taking internal supplements alongside healthy fats in the morning can increase nutrient absorption by up to 30%, ensuring the follicles receive the building blocks they need. Daily hydration and stress management are also critical, as high cortisol levels can further disrupt the delicate timing of hair growth cycles. Because of the natural phases of hair growth, visible improvements in density require 3 to 6 months of adherence. You may notice reduced shedding by month 1, but new growth typically appears closer to month 3. Restoring hair architecture is a slow, cumulative process. Sporadic use will not yield results, but consistent botanical support over 180 days can rebuild the hair structure. Implementing this biological protocol is a matter of consistency and using the right concentrations of these research-backed ingredients. Botavive Glow serves as the internal foundation, combining biotin, marine collagen, and antioxidants into a single formula for follicle health. To address the underlying cause of thinning, Botavive Balance provides targeted menopause relief, focusing on the hormonal fluctuations that trigger follicle miniaturization. Success in hair restoration comes from aligning with your body's 180-day growth cycle and providing the specific foundations it needs to rebuild. You can begin that journey today by providing your body with the botanical resources it has been missing.